This duck's pretty cute. Make a little cute planter or hold your cotton swabs or something. There's literally so much stuff here. I have spent hours shopping and I'm sure I've still missed some things. So lots of digging. Nothing is marked as far as prices go. So even if you see prices on items, that doesn't necessarily mean that that is what it is priced. And really, it's just fun to decide what you want to buy. Since I'm buying to resell, of course, I'm thinking of the price. I'm thinking about what my customers would like. And then I ship everything, so I don't have a booth or a store currently. And so I'm also thinking, do I want to ship something? So I pass on some fragile things or things that I think are going to be hard to ship, bigger, heavier items. But otherwise, I just try to buy things that I like because I feel like people who follow me and buy from me like my style. So I just try to go with my instincts. Well, darn it, I meant to grab this mirror, not to ship, but just to hang in my bathroom. I have a similar one that has a black painted frame, and I forgot. It's pretty dirty, but it would clean up. So that's the downside to videotaping and shopping at the same time sometimes, because you don't have as many hands and maybe you look at something thinking you're going to get it and then you forget and leave it there. That happens quite often to me. Be sure to stick around until the end because I do show you what I actually come home with. And it will actually be in a couple part series because I had to leave some of the stuff behind. So this will be part 1 of my haul. So as you can guess, a lot of things get mixed up here. So if you have something that's missing a lid, you just want to keep an eye out because maybe you're going to find the lid. I also have a nice spotlight on my forehead so you could see in that with that clock we were under the table, but there was a little bit of light because that was coming from my forehead. I am dressed in Arctic muck boots, my Carhartt pants. I've got winter coat on with, 3 probably layers underneath that, and I have those little hot packet things you shake up in my pockets. So it's cold in here and dirty and blah, 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 but it's fun. Or I think that it's fun. I mean, look at all of this. I debated this for a little bit. I couldn't really decide what it is. Is it like that and it's a plant stand, or is it supposed to be a trash can? I mean, you can do whatever you want with it, but I was trying to make a decision. Isn't it amazing that this has survived in this place? But I've seen enough. I want it. I saw this and I was thinking, surely that is not real asparagus, but it says not for consumption, so it was just for pretty. What in the world are these things? I've decided that maybe they're to hold like a wash tub or something. It's a stand. Hey guys, it is Brooke with the Junk Parlor. So we are down here in the basement in the little kitchenette, and eventually I would like to take all those down. Definitely need to paint what I call camel colored walls, the same stuff that we had upstairs, and put some open paint and put some open shelving. So I spread out my stuff that I got this week. I went out all week, it seems like almost every single day, picking stuff. But all the stuff that I'm sharing was from one spot. It's my favorite picking hole, but I haven't been able to go only a handful of times since we moved. And so it's really heartbreaking. I also had a carload full of family, and so I didn't get to bring all of it home. So this is just a part one of this haul because everything else had to stay at my mom's. And hopefully I'll get to bring that back in the next couple of weeks and share it with you because it's always good stuff. No more talking. We need to show you what I got. Now, a lot of this stuff is going to have price tags on it. That does not mean that's what I spent on the item, and that does not mean that that's the cost for you. The price tags mean absolutely nothing. So the place that I was picking, he buys booths that close out, stores that close out. He does estate sales, auctions, like everything under the sun. So the tags are not his. They're just on there from wherever he got them. So we're going to go through this stuff very, very quickly, and just kind of a reminder that I link all the places that I go down in the description, so you make sure and check that out. Be sure to ring the bell so that you don't miss any of my videos, because this is your chance to have first dibs on this stuff. So if you see something that you're interested in, just leave me a comment, say how much is blah, 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 and I will get back to you. And if you want to shoot me a message over on Facebook or Instagram or via email, you can do that as well. All those things are linked down in the description. And now I know a lot of you came over here from those social media platforms. So we'll just get started. I think that covers everything. First, we kind of got like a little mini collection. This one is not marked pepper, but we're just gonna say it's pepper because the other two are. That's actually green writing. Not sure if that's coming through in the camera. These are green stripes. And then we got another one that's pepper, and this one looks like it would have had black on there. Not all the lids are the best, but that's okay. And then this little cute chair, it's like a bar stool, little wicker thing, and old maid cards. So there's some nice fly poo on this one, but what I liked about them, the images on some of the old cards are just great. So you have all of these little characters. So that is funny. So you can use these as like name tags on things. You can embellish things with them, frame them, make a little bunting, but I mean, aren't those cute? And there's even more. This was very unique. So it's some kind of like, not professional, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Factory made is the word. Because you can see it's like it was wrapped with this like aluminum foil stuff, and then the back was papered. It is glass. It's a little print of a petunia. But I love florals. Most people do. And what color is it? It's the blue greens that Brooke loves. You may have seen, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you may have seen me share the plate rack that I got. I will link that video here towards the bottom or the end of the video so that you can watch it. I got a rack, and the rack is for sale, although I did display it. So it held a bunch of ironstone platters, and this platter was one of the new ones that I just picked up. You can see that there's like crazy crazing on it. Brown discoloration. It is embossed and stamped. And if you watched last week, remember I had that one platter and I said, it's almost like a shallow bowl. It's so deep, and that I like to buy multiples so that they can nest. Well, guess what nests really well? Just by chance, this one does. It's super deep too, and it just fits in perfectly. Okay, this is precious. I buy way too many books and coloring books and stuff, and I actually have a video, I'll put that down in the description too, of books. Literally, I just had a video camera and I just turned pages on these like coloring books that I had and little kid books that I had so that you could see more of the pages. I'm not sure if I'm skipping pages or not. These are pretty thick. They're like on kind of some thin cardboard, but I mean, you could frame these, you could put these on a bunting. These are just precious little baby pictures and that little chick for spring and Easter. So cute. Now, this is old and original packaging, or new old stock, old new stock, little cookie molds. I don't think I've ever seen these before. I'd kind of be fascinated in how they work. The aluminum sheet is very, very flexible. And it was 57 cents at Venture. I've never even heard of the store named Venture. This little Valentine, you know, hang it in your house or at school or whatever. I think it was probably in a classroom, because on the back of a lot of the things that she had, it said like East Door and blah, blah, blah location. So when I was looking at this one, I did not realize that it had a little ding there, but I loved this one the best out of all the ones that I saw. It's got the fuzzy or the flocked on it. And I don't know, the little birds, I just thought they looked super cute, like they needed a new home. This says, what does that say? Docs box. So I got it because I loved the details on the box. The inside is nothing special, but I would use this as a riser and just for layering. So I think this had slides in it, which says object register. So at first I was thinking like old photography slides, but now I'm thinking it might be like chemistry slides. Who knows? I just got it for the outside of the box. Now we got a little pile of a bunch of little stuff. So this, I didn't even realize it had the shamrocks on it. I honestly got it because sometimes I will just take these off and use the rolling pin. So you know how I'm making that rolling pin tree. So I might leave that on since it has the shamrocks. This is a colic bottle. I do have the stopper. I don't know if that's the exact one, but there's some stoppers floating around in here. Here is another little bottle with a stopper, and I just thought that's cute. Looks good on the shelf. I did find another little baby rolling pin. I think this is a clock key. I love keys, love the different unique shapes. Another medicine bottle, but this one is green. This one says something veterinarian on it. So bird foods made in the USA. Look at these cute little terracotta pots. This one is awesome because it's aged. I mean, it has a crack on it, but who cares? John Woodward Co. little ruler. I always like grabbing those. And then under my cloche upstairs, I was thinking I needed some more old neutral colored books. So I grabbed these. They're just kind of leather bound. Like, I don't even know what language that one is. Aaron, probably German. And I think there's a Bible in there. And anyway, I just like them. You can put them under a cloche or do a little stack of them. These are maybe finials off of a curtain. I don't think they're door stoppers, although you could use it for that. This is some other little finial. This one's not wood though. That one is breakable. Another little finial. You could just stand this up or use it to embellish something. funnels so I can make some more funnel trees. This looks like the top of a lamp. Sometimes I find instruments with no mouthpiece. I guess it would go like this. So I was happy to get that. Can marry that with something later. Here's another one of those. Green handled little kid scissors. I actually got a ton of them. I don't know if they're in this pile or the pile that I have to bring home yet. And then I got another ruler for my ruler girl. This one is another good one because I don't know if it's one to slide though. That metal piece goes out and is longer, but this one's a great color. Again, my spotlights are too much in my face, so I can't read it. But that's another thing. We switched out the lights here, the can lights, the overhead lights for, they were already LED, but we did daylight, and we did that in the upstairs of the house, but we did that like the first week we moved in. I'm freaking telling you, night and day difference on the lighting. I already feel like I'm in a better mood being down here just because the lights are better. So I had that little crazy quilt piece, and those little balls are just like trim pieces. So this is a little trim flu-foo piece. I got some just random little lace chunks and well, they're not doilies, they're doily pieces maybe, but those little puff balls in the Ziploc bag are just like these. So I don't sew, I can sew, but I mean, everything takes time. So like what I would do is probably just throw little bits and pieces in a candy jar and display them that way. Another idea that I had, I was going to for my Makers DIY challenge, it's a hashtag we do on Instagram, take a oval silver tray, and because I've been saving those for a pumpkin project that I have yet to do, and then taking little strips of the doodads, the little fabric pieces, and stringing them. So like you decorate an egg, you could decorate the silver tray, which is your egg, with the little lace pieces. And then green, you know my love for green. I got a couple little dust pans when I was at Junk Jubilee, which that video will get linked here as well in the description, but this is a like handmade aluminum one. This is my third cream top spoon, definitely the roughest one. It's got the most corrosion and rust on it, but I just love these. You can put them over a bucket, a bowl. You can hang them off a milk bottle. I did find a couple little spindles, chunky paint or chippy paint, architectural salvage pieces. One silhouette, I don't know, he just looks like a president. This says something paint company, 12064. It also says that there's 5 of them, but this was the only one that I saw. So silhouettes are pretty popular, and that has some nice brass detailing or gold detailing. So again, prices do not matter because they have no relevance. For the longest time, I could not figure out how you would vacuum with this because I was looking for some place to twist in the handle, but I remembered finally that there's little like wire pieces that go in the sides. But this, you could just set this on the shelf. Great for Halloween on our little Susie Goose vacuum. Not really my look, but guess what? A sander, disappear all that, and then it would look like this side. Oh, here's all those other scissors that I got. So I just got a ton. And I also got, I think this is a nail punch. These, you can stick nail punches or little screwdrivers in those, like a glass flower frog, and have a whole little collection of awesome looking handles because the wood handles on these are normally great. Also, this one has a flat bottom so it will just stand up. But all those little scissors in there. I loved this little recipe box. I did see a lunchbox, a little pail with the same tulip pattern, and I was thinking, oh, I'll go back and get that because it would match this, but then I forgot why I thought I would go back and get it. Look at these awesome straws. This is an original container. Craigmont pop and flexible straws were in there. That says what, 49 cents? So I thought this would be fun to put on your little beverage bar. And then these are not old, but paper straws. I got some for a caramel apple DIY that I did, and they're not cheap and they're not easy to find. At least, I mean, online they are, but like I physically wanted to go get some, so I had them right that second type of thing, and I had a really hard time finding the colors that I needed. So I grabbed these because you could just put them in something for any of the red, white, and blue holidays, 4th of July, Memorial Day, President's Day. So I got those because they would just look good in something. And then these little guys have had some little moth eaters, but look, there's little stirrups on these pants as well. Hang these on a little line in your laundry room. So cute. Kind of sticking with that laundry theme, I've saved a few mittens. I probably should save these socks, but I'm not going to. But look at these little socks. Oh, they're almost like doll pantyhose. I don't even know. So super cute, would be on a line. Then here's some little doll underwear, little boxers. Actually, I think they're probably a girl. And then here are these with some little lace and this little pair. So those last 3 pair are similar in size, so I thought they would look cute on a clothesline. This box, it has 1 hinge still, so this chunk of wire is gone. You can kind of see how it worked here on this other side. And then it does still have the hook and eye on this side. Beautiful, long, skinny box. And then on the inside of it, I'm trying not to break the other hinge. We've got, what do you call this, croquet set. There's some little balls in there. The stakes are in there. The wire pieces. It is not a complete set, so I will probably sell things separately just because that's what I've done in the past and it's worked well for me. These were just really pretty and I thought they would look great hanging on a wall. They do have like a little slit there, I think, to keep your plate safe. And it says Sirocco wood. So I think these would clean up nicely. You could also set them and use them for architectural salvage, use them for bookends, you know, multiple uses. I did get some bowls. So this one is unmarked stoneware bowl blue. And then I also grabbed a green ribbed one. You can see there is a little chip there. This one, it has a couple letters on the inside. Do you see that? Or maybe those are numbers. I guess I'm not for sure on that. And the blue one does have a good crack here in the middle too. I don't think I noticed that before. And it does go through. What a weird random spot. So hopefully I did not do that in the haul. This little wooden bowl, again, it's got like some leaves painted on it, but all you got to do is hit it with the sander and or stripper and all of that will come out fine. Love getting food tins. This is a Pollywogs chocolate tin and a red and white striped canister. Great for Christmas or if you like red. This is a cool mirror. It's got like shaded in spots and the etching and just an old one with some felt. This one doesn't have a hanger, but I thought using it more like as a cloche bottom or for layering or on top of your vanity. There were 2 of these you might have seen in the shopping video, and I only got this one. This one had the cream handle. These actually would go into like a stand so you could stand it up. And that was missing, but I really liked it anyway. I've had these before. It's the color green, so definitely more attracted to it. The other one was a little more rusty, so I left that one. We have a hat box. This is black. You can set this on the ground up high above a cabinet, store stuff in it. I don't even know, couldn't remember what the inside was. So a blue not really a paisley pattern. It does not smell the best, so I will probably leave it open, set it in the sun, put a dryer sheet in it, maybe sprinkle baking soda. Those things always seem to help with odors. Some other books that I got, some more fuzzy ones. These are all kind of beat up, but they're the fuzzy books. Copyright, this one says 1946 by Whitman Publishing Company, The Little Black Lamb. So I'm probably gonna sell all the Fuzzy Wuzzy books together. Little ducks, Fuzzy Wuzzy puppy. This one seems to be in the best shape so far. Fuzzy Wuzzy waddles, Fuzzy Wuzzy bear. This one is in really good shape. Fuzzy Wuzzy kitten. So let me know if you like buying things in bundles and having instant collections, or if you would rather things were separated out, like old bookwork books. Sometimes they're journals, sometimes they're phone books, address books, accounting books. This one pretty much looks empty. This one I got because it's birds, and I think my memory is, yeah, there are some pictures. So you could take these and cut them out if you wanted. You can always like glue them onto some hard cardstock, and then you only have one side, but they're more durable. And then you can stick them in a flower frog around your house or wherever. So this is an old cash book. I always like them better if they're used. This one is used. I can't tell, 1917, or that's the date. Glenwood, Missouri, T.S. Franklin. So I don't know the year. I'm sure they wrote the year in here at some point, but these are, that one is actually used. Here's another cash book. Her old tag says, or his old tag says 1917. So another one used, a little bit thinner. Here is another one. This is a record book. That's filled out. So this one has also been used. So those look great, like on bookcases, again, stacked for layering. Lots of possibilities. You can always turn and open one and put it on your coffee table and display it open as well. This is super rusty crusty, but I really, really liked it. Somebody's sketched on it or written on it Hancock, so that must have been the owner of this cake pan. But I just think that it's a gorgeous color, and the rust I like. This little stand, I'm not sure what it was originally used for, but you could put little terracotta pots in here and put some succulents. And then I also tested out just some ball jar lids. I only grabbed a couple that I saw. I do have some more if you are wanting a ball jar lid, but those fit on there perfect. And all that is for really is just for a riser. So I could put some little green moss and a little Easter egg or a little bunny or a little duck or bird or whatever I have, and kind of just fill that in with some Spanish moss to make a nest. And that's a cute display. So lots of options. How awesome is this ring of keys? I don't know, I can just picture a janitor or somebody using them. I think them on the ring is what honestly makes it awesome for me. Got this little yellow hat stand, kind of a little, I don't know, somebody painted it a little bit retro. Not really sure what this is. A lot of times these are juicers, but they have a little like round, like a juicer for orange or whatever. I'm not really sure what these slats are for though. They do not line up. So let me know down in the comments if you know what this is actually used for. I only got one of these little, they're not ladles and they're not tomato spoons, I don't think, but little big serving spoon. I only got one. I almost got multiples. Maybe I'll get more when I go back next time. I like multiples, so I probably should have gotten more. This is another ginormous wooden spoon. It is chipped up, but I love the coloring and the detailing and just how it's made. So I'll probably just throw that in my ironstone pitcher up in the kitchen. This wooden spoon I thought was a unique shape. And this little guy was as well. You can see that he has been well used and is kind of sitting a little crooked. I have a wool carder. I always thought you had to have both sides, but I see people sell one side all the time, and there was only one side, so that's what I got. This little horn, these are popular, I feel like more towards Christmas. And then this is a different style as well. So a lighter weight one. So a bugle, I think. Let's see, that says made in India. There's a little sticker in there. I have never seen a picture like this. It's big, heavy. There's some pretty detailing on it. It's too bright right there, so you can't see it. But it is the Shenango. And then it says QMC. And then somebody put a little, that is like a label maker label on there. So I don't know. I've never seen one like this before. I should have put that other funnel with these funnels. I got a couple little ones that are just aluminum, but again, they are what you need for the top if you're gonna make a funnel tree. And then I had gotten a smaller white one of these. This one's a gray enamel funnel, and I grabbed that. And then I like old trucks. This one's a cute little red one. I'm not sure what it would have had, something that would have twisted, maybe a dump truck. Maybe this is bent and the little, or not dump truck, the cement mixer would have gone in there. But you can tie packages, trees, lots of things on it. I only grabbed one little oil can. It's pretty gross. I only grabbed that little one. I do have a lot of like normal sized ones still available. This is a door stopper, good white chippy paint on it. And then I grabbed a fish stringer. This one is nice and rusty crusty, has a great look, but you can swag these just like on your wall and hang pictures from them. So that's a fun repurpose to do with those. This, I just couldn't resist it. It's got a little bit of blue paint left. I could see this on your porch, and you could put a rectangular planter in it with plants. You could do some round terracotta pots. I could just see it in somebody's garden, so I grabbed it. This drawered piece has some nice glass knobs on it. You can see it's very dusty. Somebody has lined it with some felt, but clean that up. And again, I love drawers. I have a lot, if you've seen the cabinets in my living room, and I like them for color and layering. You can also always add some hairpin legs on them and turn them into little side tables or coffee tables. So this is an old breadboard and has the little cup handle. You can see the old paint on it. Love breadboards for layering, color variation. Here is another one. And this one was probably in a cabinet as well. You can see it's got the little pole here for your finger. I grabbed these lamps, talked about this in another video, but I really want these bottom metal pieces, and so I'll probably salvage everything but dismantle it. And here's another one. It's hard to kind of see my lighting. But another thing, if you missed my a Christmas video that I did, it's actually been a couple years now, but you can put the solar lights in these, just like the glass part, and have them be out in your yard, in your flower beds as faux Christmas ornaments. It looks super cute. I will try and link that video down here in the description as well. All right, until next week, see you then.